Have you ever wondered what Lord Beardo does every morning after he wakes up?
What's up, guys? Lord Beardo from Loot Nation coming at you with a brand new Clash of Clans videos. We're gonna dive into some big raids here. Look at this raid, almost 2 million loot. Spoiler alert, it ended up being a bit of a difficult raid. It didn't go as I planned, didn't get nearly as much loot. But I promise the raids get better as the video continues on. Definitely gotta give a huge thank you and shout out for everybody who came over to the Plex chat yesterday. We got 30 some odd people in one day. The whole clan moved over pretty well. If you haven't already jumped over, definitely go check out the Plex chat, PLEXCHAT. That is the app to download, and the code is 9733A, and you'll see I threw it up here on that left-hand side. Definitely go check it out. I got my loons into the middle in this raid, but my minions didn't follow. They all kind of blew up. Nothing really worked out well. Everybody's been setting their bases up to defend against the air, especially coming directly in at the Eagle cannon. So unfortunately, this ended up being a little bit of a nightmare raid. Now, I had seen one other base that had this much loot in it about a week or so ago, and literally almost had the exact same outcome. A bit upsetting. I want to hit one of these bases with a really good, nice army. I actually, after this base, I went ahead and made some bowler compositions that I want to try to work out in top legends here, because everybody is playing against the loons, man, and it's starting to drive me a little crazy. I need more trophies. I can't be one-starring like this. Trying to float in some minions in the end of the raid isn't going to get the job done on this base. They got a queen alive. There's so much loot sitting out there. Look at this. I'm already at 1 million, and there's 700,000 still left on the board. 800,000 left on the board. That blows my mind. Whenever I see these, I always want to break my own loot record. I got a loot record for the clan, 2.4 millies. And that is going to be the best loot I've ever been able to come across. And the best loot I've seen, honestly, I think I've seen a couple videos back in the day of Godson who did huge loot raids. But I don't think people are doing so much of those anymore. So Lord Beardo's got to bring it back, man. We got to show these huge monster hits. You'll see right here, all these defenses in the middle are making for so much trouble in these loon raids now. It's getting to be monotonous hitting these bases for 1 star. So I don't know, man, if you know some Town Hall 11s out there who have come up with some great compositions other than these air ones and you want to share it, go ahead and drop it down in the bottom. I'll give it a try. If it works out well, I'll even make a video on it, no doubt. Now I'm going to clone up the loons in the middle here, rage them up, get everybody going. We're going to circle the inside of this base so well, pushing hard on that left-hand side. I keep bringing a poison spell and like barely using it on the clan castle or the queen, and I'm thinking about scrapping that and just coming with a whole nother haste, because I don't know what, I just don't know what else to use. I don't know what else to do. I've still been using that clone spell. A lot of people used a double freeze. I seem to time my freezes wrong, and if it wasn't for that clone spell half the time, I wouldn't even get 2 stars because I need those extra loons in the middle. Now, we did leave this one cannon on the left-hand side, and my king is not going to get to that queen in the middle, so we are not going to come up with the 3-star here, but I was still really excited to stack up as much loot as I did. I mean, that's a lot of loot. You're talking 1.2 million loot before the bonus, and my bonus is like 600,000. So you're talking about a nearly 2 million loot raid. Just think about that, man. I used to be happy 300,000 raids, 400,000 raid, even a 500,000 raid. And now that I'm so high up here, everybody's just got loot to offer. I mean, these guys don't even need their loot anymore. They got all maxed out walls. They got all maxed out defenses. So we just slide up in there and take as much loot as we possibly can. So let's throw some other people in the mix here. We're going to end this video out with a whole bunch of clanmates coming through in the clutch, smashing up bases, using a bunch of these Lavalunian raids and attacks. And this is Virus. He's a Town Hall 11 as well. And like I said, he uses the freeze spells. He does the double freeze, puts both of them down. that stops the cannon, the eagle cannon, from raining terror down on top of your balloon. So comboed with the freeze spell and also with the warden, that gives you the ability to take these raids a little bit slower. And as you can see here, this base was not set up for the air at all. The air sweepers were in a tough spot. They weren't even helping out till about halfway through the raid, and none of his expos are pointed to the sky. I wish people pushing ladder didn't care about their expos. That would be so much fun, but unfortunately, it is so hard to get trophies up in the legends. 2 days ago, I was pushing so hard and I got so many raids in one day. I was really excited about the outcome of our push, and we were moving up. And then I had a mishap with my clan castle. I didn't check to see if my clan mates gave me the troops, and I just went in, and my searches will last, hours sometimes. Hour and a half, 2 hours, like no joke. It's 5 o'clock p.m. On Pacific time right now, and I haven't hit a single raid today. Now granted, I was out of the house in the morning time, but I have been searching for about 2 or 3 hours and have not found one scratch that. I found one base, and it was only for 6 trophies, and it wasn't going to be a pretty raid, so I just skipped it. But one base in 5 or 6 hours? Come on, man. Supercell, you got to throw us some help here. And on top of that, we're dealing with all these baby dragons and dragons in the clan castle. It's almost like they don't want us to go up there. I don't know how these guys are getting up. I used to think that, look at this, no ammo for the eagle cannon, no ammo for the inferno towers, and no ammo for the expos. Tell me that goop isn't gonna slide through this base and crush it. This is going to be a guaranteed Millie 3-star raid. But getting back to what I was just about to say, and it is about the ladder push, man. I feel like for so many years, I've always said that this game is only about, if you go back 3 videos, you could hear me saying, this game is only about offense. Don't worry about your defenses. They don't matter whatsoever. As I'm progressing in ladder play, I think, and I could be totally wrong, and I don't really have, too many people who are pushing this high. There was a clan that I joined up for a while that they had a bunch of Legends League pushers that were all 56, 5700, and maybe I'll go back in there and talk with them a little bit. But I'm starting to think that the people who spend their money on those extra shields and the people who spend their money for all the defenses right out the gate when they put new defenses out are getting an early jump on the Legends push, and they're catching people sleeping, and they're getting a bunch of trophies from losses, 20, 30 trophies. Other words, I literally cannot understand how people are 300 and 400 trophies. I'm not talking like 40, 60, 150. I'm talking 300 or 400 trophies higher when I have been playing this game every single day since the ladder push, watching my screen every day. I'm not taking a break. I am pushing all day long, waiting for the raids, calculating the cost. Now, I do lose some raids here and there, and that just can't possibly stack up to 300 or 400 unless these guys aren't losing a single raid at all, and I just don't know. I think all in all, I'm a little disappointed with the fact that you have to spend so much of your money on the ladder push. There's nothing about this game that ever gives a break when it comes to spending money. I'm a little disappointed in that, I gotta say, man. When you're playing a game for 3 years and you're really happy about it and you love the game and you love the gameplay, and they just keep trying to get you to spend money at every turn of the game, it gets to be a little upset with it. I gotta say, I'm a little upset with the ladder push. I'm still having a great time doing it. It's really fun. I really enjoy having the emblem. I really enjoy, a lot of different things about the ladder push. Like, I enjoy just pushing so hard and grinding and trying to get my name up on, the big screen and kind of prove that I've been playing this game a long time and I'm a good attacker. But the fact that you have to buy yourself even to the ladder push is like, can we have something that doesn't require spending money. You got to spend money to get the early push offensively. You got to spend money to get the early defensive edge. And now you got to spend money for the shield so that you're not getting hit. It's just crazy. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If I'm complaining too much, throw that thumbs up. Tell me to be quiet. Now, Random D is going to come up in here, and I wanted to show a Town Hall 9 hit with some big money, because it's not all about the top play, man. It's not always about these top players, Town Hall 10s and Town Hall 11s, stealing all the good loot, because everybody knows who loots well as a Town Hall 9 that you got your milli raids out there, man. You could get milli raids as a Town Hall 8, even a Town Hall 7. So don't be afraid to boast and brag when you grab your million raid. If you guys are getting million raids, again, throw a little comment in the bottom, and I would love to see some of the raids that you guys have. I mean, if there's a way for you guys to share it, if you have Air Server, if you have a way of recording anything on your phone or anything on your iPad, you could always Dropbox me or email, lordbeardo.clantalk@gmail.com your great big raids, and I will feature you up on the channel. I love these big raids. I love watching. I like seeing the breakdown. You'll see right here that Random D doesn't even have the loons to finish this raid off, but the minions are doing a heck of a job. He's got both of his heroes, and Random D, he told me that when he gets to max Town Hall 9, he's going to hang out in max Town Hall 9 for a while. He says he doesn't have a desire to push up into 10. He doesn't want to go through the grind. I respect it. I mean, Random D's my brother and all, so I can't really disrespect him for wanting to be a top 9 and not wanting to grind through the 10 right away. I just say, if you guys are maxing out your Town Hall 9, when you get to a max Town Hall 9, enjoy it. I know it's so enticing. A lot of people think, oh, I got to move up so I could get the troops to beat the next Town Hall. That's not the way it works. As you progress, you will constantly be fighting a higher ranking base. So even if you get those offensive troops in 10, you're going to be fighting higher 10s. You're going to be fighting low 11s. So just enjoy the game. Enjoy the big loot. Enjoy these monster raids. We're going to jump on here with Azza, and he found himself a whale. Look at how easy this is. This is the one raid that we have up today that isn't the milli. Now, he did get a huge boost, and that gets him into that milli. It's fun to get the million right off the bat, no bonus, and then the bonus comes, and it's another, 400,000, 500,000, sometimes 600,000, depending on what league you're in. But he's going to use 5 loons here, not 5 loons, 5 hounds rather. The hounds are going to sweep into the middle. As they blow up, the balloons are going to push past the lava pups, and the lava pups will actually start to trail behind the tanking of the loons. So you'll see it works out really well for him. That lava hound is just sucking up all that damage from the Inferno, not the Inferno, the Tesla. My head is all over the place, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about. That lava hound, nonetheless, is crushing this base. He's got a perfect spread with troops. The hounds will make it over to that archer tower. It is the last piece of defense on the board, and then the loons will continue to clean up the raid. It's going to go so fast. These pups, the minions, the loons, such strong attacking troops. The cleanup is so unbelievably fast in the air, and the air is the king in Clash of Clans right now. A lot of people might be waiting not to use the loons. They might say, oh, they'll nerf them, oh, they'll change them. Don't forget what happened with the Valkyries. When they did the Valkyries, when they put the Valkyries in and buffed them up and made them super strong, everybody thought they would nerf them. They never nerfed them. They let the defenses, they let the bases change. They let everybody kind of deal with the power of the Valks. Now the Valks aren't as popular anymore. I think people just kind of get bored. But now we got ourselves some crazy loon raids. Guys, awesome hanging out with you today. Definitely go check out that Plex chat. I'm going to leave it up left-hand side right here. That's the app in the App Store and in the Android Store. Right-hand side is the code to join up to Lord Beardo's Plex. Peace!